which is unusual because I got a lot of people absent. So here's what. One of the most important things I need you to walk out of here is not how to do formulas and stuff, but how to actually just have good math skills. We're putting away our laptop things. Have really good math skills, right? Calculus is brand new stuff for those of you who are going to take it someday. You might not take it next year. You might take pre-calc in college if you're a senior. I love that for you. And then take calculus. But really what pre-calc should be doing is making you feel like anything you hit, you can mess around with. And you can mess around with equations and they don't freak you out. So what we're going to talk about today is something that I saw I started grading the tests. And here's what I loved your last year's Algebra 2 teacher who was not Mr. Sarisa. But I think she did you a little bit dirty. Doc Weinstock. Here's what she did. She tried to convince you guys that anytime you see something like this, that you need to write it out, that is bad form. And that's simply not true. Because how we're going to use an equation, you know what? I need Andreas not to talk over me today because I'm taping. Is that okay? Here's what. It depends on what we're going to do with things. So I literally stopped at least 6 people on Tuesday from saying, oh, Miss T, that's going to be x to the third minus 249 plus 3. And then they kept on going. Well, the first thing is bad news. That's not how you do that. You actually have to claw it out 3 times. It's a nightmare. The other thing is we know how to graph that guy. Watch me graph him really, really fast. I am going to go over 7 and up 3, and it makes the S line or the lightning bolt. We had that on the problem. We had that on the test. But you know what? If I had written it like this, and I said graph it, because those are the same, you would have been like, I have no idea how to graph that. Yeah, it is. But here's what's great, right? But if I said do it by hand, so my point is this. It matters, like if you're graphing, keep it like this. If you're doing something else, keep it like this. And today what we're going to talk about is the fact that this guy can be written lots of ways. And it depends on what the hell we're doing with it, but they're all correct. So the first thing I want you to do is there are 4 ways to write a quadratic function. This is called standard form. That's what Doc Weinstock wanted you to always do standard form. And I'm here to tell you, standard form sometimes really sucks, and we don't like it. Yesterday, we talked about factored form. So can you, with your neighbors, please, factor that guy? Factor it. Put it in factored form. It is never wrong to be in factored form. And I just don't want you to think you always have to put it in the other form. And we need to be able to go from one form to the other. We need to be able to go, oh, I can have it in this form. Oh, wait. I want it in this form. Oh, wait. I want it in another form. And that's what we're doing today and tomorrow. Should be super easy. Everyone should have this down. Could you whisper to your neighbors, what are the factors of 16 that subtract to be -6? Like talk to each other, say it. If you got x minus 8 and x plus 2, you are fired. Guess what? That's one way to write it. That's another way to write it. And it's perfectly okay. There is a 3rd way to write these, and even a 4th way. The 4th way is by graphing things. So here's what I want you to do real quick for me. I would like you on your table with a pen, with no work at all. I don't want you to do any work. I want you to sketch a little graph of this baby right here. Sketch it. That's not 41. That's just 4. Do a little sketch. I'm walking around. Take a look at him. I'm taking a look at this. Yes, yes. You're sketching it. You're just sketching it. You're not even making it fancy. Yeah, that's right. You're drawing anything else. Yes, how do you know? You do, and I do you. Right? Perfect. Okay, here's why. Without doing any work. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Oh, not that narrow. I don't think he's that skinny. I think he goes like this, like this. Yay. So here's what. This is quadratic. He's squared. That is so much easier to graph than trying to graph it like this. Ew. Or trying to graph it like this. I don't even know how to do that. So our goal today is to take lines that don't look like this and force them to look like this. We want them to have a little parenthesis. We want them to have a little squared. We want them to have something added or subtracted on. So that's what we're doing today. So what I'd like you to write on your paper now is this. We are going to be writing it in what we call vertex form. Okay, you guys ready? You got it labeled on here. Come on, I don't want to make everyone move, but I don't want to keep stopping because I'm taking. Okay. Our goal today is to take this dude right here that we've already written like this. That's awesome. And we now want to write it like this. So we're going to learn to do it. Some of you have seen it before. So the first thing I need to do is I need to write that equation from the starter page. It's x squared minus 6x minus 16. Here we go. X squared minus 6x minus 16. My goal should be at the end, I should be able to shove it into this form, right? That should be my goal. If I've done it right, I'm going to take this thing that does not look like this and make it look like this. So you could tell me without doing any work, where's the vertex? What's the shape? Do a quick little sketch. That's our goal. Are you ready? Okay, so the first time I do this, you're going to be like, some of you are going to be like, I kind of remember this. Some of you are going to be like, I have no idea if this is. It's one of my favorite things to do because it's super clean. But at the first time through it, it's going to seem a little weird. So here's what we need to do. We are going to need to mess with this guy. And I don't like messing with anything with an f of x. So could you first start by putting a y there? Does it really matter? No, but it makes it nicer for me, right? That's our first step. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to be adding some random ass numbers that are going to force this equation to do what I want it to do. And I'm going to put most of those random ass numbers right here, but I have that negative 16 in the way. So what I'm going to ask that negative 16 to do is to very politely move to the other side out of the way. So I am very politely going to say, negative 16, could you please move over here? And the negative 16 is going to be like, yeah, I'll do that. How do we move something that's on one side already to the other? You add it. There, you additive inverse. Love that. Love that. So here's what I've got. And the reason we're doing that is because that is going to leave a nice space for us to do some work, right? Nope, we're not even close. Okay. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to be putting some weird number right here. This is my favorite part. Please make the goddamn box. Like, please, make the box. You will like it. Trust me on this. Because, oh, so close. So we're going to do a thing called completing the square. Oh, look, it's got a square. Look what I did there. So there you go. Oh my gosh. So what Ben just remembered, shockingly, first kid all day. You're going to take that 6, cut it in half. What's half of 6? What's 3 times 3? 9. Please put 9 in your little box. There you go. Nicely done. Now, here's what. I can't add random ass stuff. I can't add random stuff on an equation just randomly. Because I got to keep them balanced. I got to add the 9 over here and add the 9 over here. Now, here's where kids get a little confused. They're like, why did you subtract that way? And this one you're just adding. And here's why. If it's already there, I am moving it by doing the opposite. If it's not there, I am putting the same thing on either side to keep my teeter-totter balance. So could you do me a favor, please? Let's clean up what we have. Y plus 25 equals x squared minus 6x plus 9. And I had the best question of the day from a girl in first period. She said, why the hell did you do that? And I'm about to show you why. Now I'm going to show you the long way of why we're doing it, and then I'm going to show you the shortcut. Because it's going to force this guy into a shape I like. So guess what I want you to do? Can you please, with your neighbors, can you factor this guy? You're not going to have to do this step anymore after this, but you're going to have to do it now. Let's do this. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Yes.
How did we just like plus the 9 over there, but then that 9 stays there?
Because I want this 9 here. I like it. No one, you're going to see why.
So I have to say I want it there.
I'm going to put it here because it's going to make some magic happen, but I can't randomly put a 9 here without balancing it. So I added the 9 on this side, and you're like, why the 9? Let me show you what. Okay, here we go. Did you guys get -3 and -3? Are we cool with that? Yeah. So do you agree that this is x minus 3, x minus 3? Cohen, I heard you say something. You're going to say it again. Cohen says, don't write it that way. What's the quicker way to write this? X minus 3 squared. Remember where we're trying to head to. We want it to look like this. And guess what we did? We just made that happen. But do I want to do all this work every time? No. The 9 makes it happen. And watch the shortcut. I'm going to show you the shortcut. Are you ready? The shortcut looks like this. Because I don't want to do all that factoring. And this shortcut works. And you know why it works? Because we're forcing it to work. So watch what happens. X drops down. Minus drops down. And we either take half of 6, which is, or the square root of 9, which is. But why? That's exactly what we did.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
You're going to see, because we want to make these go fast. Hold on. We're almost done. I told you the first one's weird. The second one's fine. The last thing we want to do is to say to all the stuff in the waiting room, please come back. So we're going to take this 25 and move it back. Hey, y'all trust me. You know the first time through is weird. The second time you're going to be like, oh, wait, that's not bad. And by the third time, you're like, these are easy. So here's what we're going to check on. Our original thing in the beginning wanted this. It wanted something in the parentheses, x minus 3. It wanted something added or subtracted on. And you know what's in the front? Just 1. Because there's nothing else in front.
Oh,
So if I was gonna graph this, I want you with your neighbors to do a baby sketch. Is it gonna be weird looking? Yes. You're gonna go over 3, down 25. Boom, boom. And now we have it in all 3 ways.
I don't like this.
You don't like the first time through. The second time through, I promise you, you're gonna be like, this is a piece of cake. Yeah. Drop down the plus. Okay, here we go. You guys gotta trust me. Here we go. You guys ready? New one. Shake your. Everyone stop for a second. Look at me. Ladies. I want everyone, take a deep breath. Roll your shoulders back. Here we go. Step 1, get rid of the f of x and ask the 58 to go to the waiting room. Everyone do that now. I promise you on this one, you're gonna be like, oh wait, I got this.
We're doing it that way first.
We're moving it into vertex form. I want it in that weird little parenthesis form. Guess what? I've made room. Put your little box on there. No, we're gonna make it so much easier. So much easier. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna be no way.
Odd 16 by 2. You square.
Yeah.
You see, I think you see.
Okay, here we go. Because it's called continuous work.
You like make a story. Where's the story?
Oh, I don't have a story. I don't have a story. I don't have a story. You're true. I do not have a creepy story. Thank God Mrs. Cooper's here today and not yesterday. Look at you all just did a little snicker line. Sorry about that. We had a little violence and prison and sex. It happens. It happens. Look, I just stuck in the little sex thing and didn't tell loud. Okay, we're completing the square. You guys ready? Andreas, what's half of 16? How and 8 squared? What I do to one side, please put on the other side. Everyone with me? Okay, here's what I got. Y minus plus 6 equals now. Before we did a bunch of work, but we're lazy. And I know it's going to work. You know why I know it's going to work? Because I'm making it work. So watch what happens. Parentheses with a little squared. I am forcing it to occur. That's what completing the square is. Let's drop down our pieces. I'm not going to call them x squared anymore. I have the squared outside. So this is just going to be x. It's going to be a plus, and it's going to be an 8 because either I do half of this guy or the square root of this guy. I don't care. They're the same.
So root of 64 won't matter.
Square root of 64. You with me? Okay, big finish. Clear your waiting room. That's it. Huh? You don't need the one. What? You could put it if you want. Okay, all by yourselves. You guys ready? All by yourselves this one. Oh, the final answer? Do you see why? Very good. Okay, here we go. Try it all by yourselves. Here we go. Look, it's right off your homework. You don't have to do it. On the homework. Okay, all by yourself. Neela's doing this one all by herself. She's got this. You can. Move it up. Move it over. Yes? Equal. Plus minus 6x. Should put a box. So fill the box. Half of that is 3. Half of 6 is, there it is. The 9 here. Nope. You can look not what you need. There you go.
Every time we just move, take half of the
No.
-3 times -3.
I don't want coffee. Yes.
Go in a few minutes. See? I told you. The front ones are hard. Okay, how do we, look, it's looking good out there. Here's what's crazy. I can't even do this in my head. I have to complete the square. Yeah. Let me keep rolling on this and then I'll come back, baby. Y minus 13. Ladies, gentlemen, taping. Thank you. X squared minus 6x plus the little box. Fill it in my box. Y minus 4 x minus half of that guy is 3 squared. Ask the 4 to go in the other room. I'm not kidding, I love these. Because we're balancing, not moving. So the 9 wasn't there originally. So since I'm putting in, I'm keeping my equation down, right? So there's 2 things. There's moving a term, do the opposite, and balancing, do the same thing. Good questions. Okay, here we go. We're going to step up a little bit. Guess what? You know what that was? Bad news. That was algebra 1.
No.
Oh yeah. Here we go. You got this. No babies. You got no babies in here. You got this.
No, not hard.
It's easy. Same. Here we go. First step I want you to do. Get your Y in there. Get your waiting room. Did you get it? Nice.
You divide by 8 or no?
Not yet. Wait for me to do it, but you know what? It's coming.
No, I know how to do it.
24 squared?
No. Just first, make our Y and our waiting room. That's all we're going to do. Don't rush ahead. Y minus 74 equals 8x squared minus 48x. Now, everyone stop it. You guys ready? Here's what. Obviously, taking 48 and cutting it in half is 24. Squaring that, that's giant. I'm not looking to kick your butt. The problem with this one is that stupid 8. It's bothering me. So what I'm going to ask it to do is to step away a little bit so it's not bugging me. How we do that is we're going to put the 8 out here and vacuum it out of this piece. So now the 8 is off to the side. We're going to get x squared minus not 48 anymore, 6. No 7. Because the 8 is too big. I don't want to deal with the 8.
You want to do all
Yes.
So you do that with
Can't make the face. You got this. Okay. Is everybody with me? Wait. Just wait. I will get you in just a second. We're going to now fill in the box just like we did. So 6 cut in half is 3. 3 squared is 9. But watch this. This is the only thing you've got to be careful of. girls, Maddie, why don't you sit somewhere else? If I really feel like I'm asking you over and over again. And I know this stuff is difficult. So if you can't be quiet and watch, then just sit somewhere else. Or go to the library if you already get it and you want to watch the video. I'm cool with that. Just don't keep talking over me. Are we okay with that? Okay. So we've added the 9 on. Normally I would do 9 on the other side, but look what? This 8 is timesing by this guy. This 8 is timesing by this guy. Guess what? It's got to do all of them. So here's what I tell students. I'm going to move that 9 to the other side, but he's going to drive by, pick up the 8, and then over here it's not going to be 9 anymore. It's going to be 72. Are you cool with that? And now we're done. Like the math is over. The math is ready to rock and roll. We're going to say y minus 2 equals the 8 just comes down. And you know what? He's going to make my graph super skinny. That's what the 8 out front does. I'm going to do this action. I'm going to put my square. The x comes down. The minus comes down. The 3 comes down. And I'm going to move the 2 over. I am going to move the 2 over. Because you already did it.
Oh,
Because I factored it out.
yeah.
So really, remembering that this guy and this guy. So I have to.
What is that technique?
Vertex form is by completing this way.
So what's the 9 times the 8? Settle there.
That's
What's the math?
No, no, point. How about
Okay. No. Numbers up front. Last one. Oh, I got like 3 minutes to get through. Okay. Last one, best one. I'm going to pass out your homework while you're trying it. It's exactly like the last problem. The only difference is when I start sucking that 2 out, when I start factoring, oh, I'm going to get fired. When I start factoring that 2, it's not a regular 2, it's a negative 2. Does that change anything? No, but if I was going to graph it, it would turn it upside down. Now, for those of you who are here, can I be honest? For all of you who are here and said, Miss T, can we not do anything today? Tomorrow, we're going to work on this the second day, and it will be much easier for you guys. But if I had to shove all this in one day, tomorrow, it would have been bad. So you will be happy tomorrow when those other kids come back and we practice this, and you're like, oh, piece of cake, right? So that's the deal. Here we go. I'm going to let you try it on your own. I started you off. We're going to take out that negative 2, set them off to the side, and make your parentheses with the box inside the parentheses.
Negative 2, x minus 4
So on this one, since it's already here, we're going to move it by doing the opposite. Okay. Does that make sense? When it's not there, we have to do the same thing. So when we put it in the problem, same thing. When it's already there, we do the opposite. Does that make sense? Because that's the hardest part. There are some teachers who teach just setting this over to the side instead of using a waiting room. But the problem is, it starts getting rough. If you have to do this, ladies, are you all the way done?
I'm almost done. I'm doing it.
Inside, Maddie, inside the front.
27.
Minus 8.
Let's say listen to Broadway.
I am doing it right. I'm not even watching. I got mine.
That's it. That's it. I'm gonna come around and help people, but here's the answer. By the way, Cohen, help me out. Cohen, help me out. -2 minus 4?
Oh, the answer?
Yeah.
-3. I thought we were gonna-
No, just give me the answer.
-3.
I'm gonna help anyone who needs it. Here's your homework. 1 through 6, but I already did number 2 for you. You know what? 1 through 6, skip 2 and 3. I need you to do 4 of these. 1 through 6, skip 2 and 3.
Wait, is it actually right?
Once you get the hang of them, and you know what? I promise you, the minute you get the hang of it, you're gonna be like, I'm dialed in. It takes 2 days, right? And you need just the second day. But I promise you, the second day, you're gonna be like, I got it. 1 through 6, skip 2. 1 through 6, skip 2 and 3. Can you drop that? So much. Upside down. Right? We have to wrap that up. So that's my point. You use the right tool for the right job. Right? I see you. I'm going to finish that something else.
I have a question.
I will do that. Thank you, Joe. I know. I'm so sorry. Sorry, people who are out there. You're hearing me do things. 1 through 6, skip 2 and 3. Hold on, let me do this.